You have to understand, dude, that Khabib is playing his dad's role now. It's a role of respect and honor. Like, you know what I'm saying? We even talked to Ali. It's like, hey, if Khabib's dad was still alive, that motherfucker wouldn't be retired. You know what I'm saying? Like 100%. He's telling him, he's like, he's gonna do what his dad says, and that's all there is to it. Until his dad says, all right, man, you're done. You know what I'm saying? They have that same level of respect for Khabib, because now he is playing that role of what his father has done to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if there's a bad clot, it doesn't even fall on Islam. It falls on Khabib Nurmagomedov, and Islam just has to say, yeah. Islam just pretty much says what Khabib is going to do, and it's not like he's his commander-in-chief, but he's his brother. That they represent something that's just different. I mean, to a lot of people who are probably listening to what I have to say, they're probably like, dude, this dude's out of his damn mind. But no, bro, when you guys truly understand these dudes and understand their culture and how they take faith, competition all to an extreme, there's layers of respect for that. So for that reason, it's not, as crazy as it sounds, it's not going to be up to Islam Makhachev. It's going to be up to Khabib Nurmagomedov. So Khabib Nurmagomedov could be the bad cop. You know what I'm saying? Islam will fight anybody, anytime, anywhere. If he had his choice, he's going up to 170 pounds and he's fighting Belal Muhammad and potentially beating him. But it's up to Khabib Nurmagomedov, dude.
My groin kept me up at night because I tore my labrum 10 weeks before the fight, which is what we're at from the fight right now. I tore my groin, my labrum, and I was having serious groin pain. It was just it wasn't ideal. I was able to train, was able to tough through it, but obviously it's not ideal to go into a fight, especially against a fucking murderer. Well, not necessarily a murderer, but a stud like Merab, an absolute just machine. His nickname is the Machine for a reason. But all my journal entries were, every single day I was just like updating on my groin. My groin feels decent today, blah blah blah. My groin hurts real bad today, and I was like thinking about how good I feel right now. I was like, oh, I don't want to jinx it, but dude, if I can just keep this pace up, how we've been able to train these last few weeks, all the way up into the fight, I'm going to be 70% better than I was in that first fight. I'm going to be significantly more mobile, agile, better shape. Just, I'm gonna fight at my full potential. Towards that last fight, I was very happy with how I was able to perform considering how I felt. I wasn't supposed to win. This rematch was supposed to happen. It's gonna make this win that much more crazy. If I would have beat Merab the first time, Merab was still considered like a stud, but now he's like, damn, he just beat me. He beat me, beat Umar.
The loss has already leveled you up as a human.
Yeah,
would you have leveled up in these ways if you'd have went and smoked Merab?
That's a good point. I don't know. I'll forever be grateful for Merab in that sense that he beat me, made me become a better, not just fighter, better person, better human.
Does somebody really deserve a rematch after getting 50-45 Kamaru Usman? No, you got 50-45, get in the back of the mother line and fight the Triple C. He's not gonna get that, but you know, the UFC, they like him. They like the teeny poppers, like they want to get into that new generation. I can see Merab Dvalishvili actually stopping him this time around, getting on top of him, just grinding upon him to a pulp.
I mean, you do make an interesting point. When you are beat 50-45, that kind of means you were dominated the whole fight. Yes, in most cases, that doesn't truly warrant a rematch, but obviously, like you, Henry Cejudo, have pointed out time and time again, it's not just a fighting, a promotion company, it's also an entertainment company. But who else was there?
Corey Sandhagen was that fight to make. This dude can almost just start going up against until he just beats everybody in the top 10, which would be
your words. He's the greatest
daddy,
the greatest bantamweight of all time, right? Your words.
Yeah, of
I asked for the fight.
You're probably the only guy in the division doing that too.
I know I am, brother. And all these people call me out, and every time I ask for the fight, and this is the only one that they've given me. Think about that.
Yeah,
I've had four people call me out, and I can tell you names, and I've texted or called boss and said, hey, I want this fight. Right when they said it, because I want to shut them up. I'm tired of them talking about me and thinking that I'm an easy fight, because that's why they call me out, and I want to shut them up. But this time the boss said, go ahead, have it.
Cheers, muy bueno. Oh, yeah. Yup. Get it.
All I thought about was just fighting, winning the fight, being so fucking tough and strong. I wish I would have gotten to business more sooner. That's what I say now to like guys coming up or they're still amateur. I'm like, figure out how to create some revenue in your amateur career. When you don't get paid to fight, find all the avenues to make money outside of the fight. Be like, hey, I'm a fighter. I'm going to promote this product, this thing. Then you make the content. Then you make the videos. It could be a silly video. You got to pay attention to what goes viral. And, you know, you just have a good time with life, and then you spread that energy around, and then you make things happen. And then when you do have these meetings, you have to have a breakdown of how much you want to get paid and why you want to get paid that much. Don't sell yourself short. Find what you can bring to the table. Somebody will take a chance on you.
Tú eras el número 5 cuando te sacaron. Yo decía, pero ¿cómo?
No, el 3.
Creo que tiene que ver también con algo que va más allá de la pelea, pero después yo entendí una cosa. Lo que estaba haciendo Dana White era defendiendo su negocio. Quizás no te veía a ti como el futuro.
Yo vengo dándole, como digo yo, malos sinsabores, ¿no? A la división. Cada vez que se enfrentaban conmigo, se lesionaban.
Rojo.
Es decir, estaban todo el tiempo fuera. Empieza a salir Pablo Costa. Querían vender el muchacho joven, fuerte, bien visto. Aparte, Pablo es bonitivo, tú sabes. Pretty boy, te hace competencia. Entonces yo, bueno, 2 naqueadores, esto va a vender. De hecho, salió la mejor pelea del año, ¿entiendes? Ahora, lo que ellos esperaban era que Pablo me naqueara, y no pasó. Y de hecho, esa pelea, para muchos, yo la gané.
I even went on his podcast and like just broke him down like verbally, mentally, spiritually, and I could just see it in his face that he did not like not being the guy on top, right? Didn't like being the champion. Even like little parts in this podcast where I was like, yeah, it feels good to be on top. Everybody's looking upward at me. And he was like, I ain't looking upward at you. I'm like, yeah, the rankings tell me that you are looking upward at me. So these guys, they just still have it in their head. They still can't believe it.
Aro needs to fight one and win one, and then he's going to be right there, especially if Belal keeps the belt. I know some stuff happened on the podcast with you guys.
Sorry, can I tell you something, Mike? It was, I almost got kicked, bro. Like, there was punches were thrown, dude. And I had a messed up ankle at that time. So, Khabib, Usman, and Belal, dude. Belal almost kicked me to my head, dude. Luckily, I did a little slip, but yeah, it was definitely rated R.
Отпусти Aljo! Aljo, уснул! Стерлинг уснул! Отпусти Aljo! Отпусти Aljo! Aljo уснул! Стерлинг уснул! Отпусти Aljo! Отпусти Aljo! Aljo уснул! Стерлинг уснул!